All right, welcome. In this Evernote video, we are going to learn about how I manage my new consultants. New consultants are super important to be checking in with constantly, and there's those first 12 weeks of their incentive period when they start their business with Usborne Books and More. And so there's a lot of information to learn and keep track of right away to ensure they get off to a great start. So as I pointed out in some of the future or earlier videos, you have your notebooks and you have your list of them. But then over here, again, I have my shortcuts. And this is where I keep those folders that are ones that I use the most often. And your new central group consultants are going to be one of those. So your new central group, that would be anybody that you personally recruited or anybody in your downline that has recruited who is not already a team leader. So I did move my actual information out of here just to protect people's information. So, but basically what I would do in this central group, I again have my template. Down here, my new consultant template. And I always put my templates with a Z so they show up at the bottom. And I put them in all caps so it's easy to differentiate for me what a template is versus the actual notes that I'm looking at. And so this is my template that I've designed so that it keeps track of all the information that I want to keep track of. What I did here is I inserted a table, which you can see here, and you can decide how many things you want to do. So I created a table that has kind of all of their basic information that you can really copy and paste right out of your back office. These are the different things that I do with them. I have a team newsletter, the Facebook group, the 30-day boot camp, which this one will be changing. I send them a welcome email from SMORE. I do a welcome call. I have a new consultant survey. I want them to return to me. I invite them to the new consultant Zoom. I want to know that they've attended. And I try to send them a little package with some sample door prizes for their Facebook parties. Bookings, I try to keep track of the bookings that they're going to have, the recruits that they're joining, and then these are my weekly check-ins. I really want to check in with everybody at least once a week as they're in their incentive period. This SMORE flyer, this is actually my welcome email, and I put that link right there so it's always handy for when I want to send it because I may just send them the link instead of sending them the actual email. So again, this template is available to you as a starting point, and you may want to track different things that you keep track of. I know I'm constantly evolving what information I want to keep on people, but put it in a template. And then when you get a new consultant, it's super easy. You highlight the template, you copy it, you create a new note, and you paste it right in there. Or you paste it there. And so then at the title, what I do is I put the date that their incentive period ends. This helps me keep my consultants in order so that I'm following up with people who are maybe exiting their incentive period first. And so, you know, this person might be, their incentive period ends say on November 15th. So it puts them down at the bottom, and then I would fill in all their information and I would take action on those things I need to take action on right away. And so over here you can see them listed, and it's just easy to click back and forth or go down through. I try to pick one day a week where I really go through all my new consultants and I check in with them, and I can make my notes, and then I can close out this notebook. One of the things that I also do is that say now it's past November or September 15th and this person is no longer in their incentive period. I am going to, you can right click and move to notebook, and I'm going to move this person. They're no longer in my new central group, so I'm going to work with them in a different way. And this is where you get the other organization of how I keep track of my team. And so my team is Dare to Dream. And so this is some of the things that I do. So maybe this person actually, maybe their leader promoted, and so now they belong under their leader and they're no longer in my central group. Maybe they're going to continue to be an active consultant, and so I'll move them to my central group, and I know that I check in with this folder periodically, and I set myself a reminder to do so. Maybe they are somebody who just never really got off the ground and running and really don't have any interest in building their business. I may put them in this inactive central group folder, and I again set myself a reminder on this one to check in with these people periodically, because life changes. So every time a new catalog comes out, you never know when people might want to jump back into the business. Maybe they are now going to be working towards promoting to team leader, and so I will move them into our promotion pal group. And we'll say this person is, and then I move them over. And so now they are gone out of that folder. So that is how I keep track of my new consultants. Hopefully you have found that helpful.